Chronic absenteeism is when a student misses 10% of the school year or more. And on a typical school year, we have a 175-day year, so that's 17 and a half days of school. And that sounds like a lot, and so I think a lot of families would say, well, no, my kid doesn't miss that much school. But that's really only 1 or 2 days a month. And that can add up pretty quickly, and people are not always aware of it.
Before I came to Colchester, I never went to my classes throughout all of my freshman and junior year. I was too scared to really go to my classes because I'd miss a class and then I wouldn't know what was going on. Thankfully, due to the systems that Colchester has put in place, along with its very welcoming community, I joined fourth quarter of last year and I felt immediately like I was meant to be there.
Schools provide, obviously, education, but so much more than that. Kids that are at school, we know that they're getting access to any services they may need. Mental health services are sometimes provided for kids in school. Food is provided for kids in school. And the opportunity to connect socially at a time when people feel a real lack of social connectedness is really important to providing students with all they need to be successful in life.
I'm motivated to come to school because friendship and community is really important to me. The fact that we have the privilege and opportunity to access education and access people who really know what they're talking about is really amazing.
It's really important that if you have that relationship, or if we can build those relationships with families and students, then we can build some trust. Hopefully people will feel comfortable to reach out and get the help that we can provide.
I was really nervous about coming here and not having a support system because I'm a very anxious kid, and when I got here I had a lot of stress taken off because a lot of the teachers here are really good at accommodating needs for people. I've had a lot of teachers, when I'm struggling, taking the time out of their day, like just because they want to, not because they have to, which I think is really nice.
I've never really felt better. My ability to go from a failing F student to having the lowest grade I have is an A. And that's largely thanks to the flexibility of the teachers and everybody's understanding that has allowed me to become the person that I've wanted to be for years.
I'd like to point out too that it's a community issue, not a school issue, because it was growing before the pandemic. It's grown exponentially since the pandemic, but it was already becoming more and more of an issue.
We have the support staff here who want to help and have the resources and the ability to help. For food insecurity, we have started a backpack program where we're sending food home on the weekends to help families. Another way is just helping with transportation. If we figure out that they need a ride, then we help say, how can you get up earlier in the morning? Do you have neighbors that can help you? Reach out to the school, we'll see if we can help. And just having teachers reach out and school members reaching out to kids to say, hey, we care about you. We want you in school. What's happening? What are some of the barriers? How can we help?
Sometimes people are surprised to hear that the health department cares so much about chronic absence because it seems like a school issue, and it's hard to recognize that it actually has public health ramifications. But the fact is that kids who are chronically absent are much more likely to engage in risky behaviors. They're less likely to graduate. They're also more likely to, when they do graduate, not have the skills they need to enter the workforce at the level that they really are capable of.
Coming to school is so important, and we notice when the students are not here. Seeing everybody at school is just the best thing. Reach out early if you're having a hard time getting your kid to school. We have the supports to help you. It can be easy to feel bad about it, but you're not alone.
For families, when we have kids who are chronically absent, sometimes we feel hopeless in that situation. It can be embarrassing to say, listen, I cannot physically make my 7th grade student get to school. I'm really struggling with this. But you're not alone. This is a really common problem, and your school community is here to help you. We're all in this together, so we can be working together toward a solution.